Good evening and welcome to Channel 6, where the Grenadiers from Elk Grove High School are hosting the Cougars from Conant High School. We're about a couple of seconds away from starting, and bringing you this game tonight will be Jim Heffern, and that's me, and
Bill Bergman, that's me.
Bill did a game with us last year, and Bill is, of course, very knowledgeable. He coached the line at Hersey High School for a number of years, and we'll tell you a little bit more about him as the game goes on. But right now we have the Grenadiers ready to receive, and deep back for the Grenadiers is Jarvis Dunmore. Phil Chung and Cirillo are their up men at about the 21-yard line. Here's the kick, it's up, and it's deep, goes back to Dunmore. He takes it in the end zone, he's back to the 5, the 10, he cuts back to the center, he's still on his feet, and he is almost down at the 20, and he brings it on up to about the 25-yard line. So he has a return of about 25 yards on that. That was Jarvis Dunmore. So the Grenadiers will take over for their first series, and they'll begin from their own 25-yard line, and we'll see what the rest of the evening begins. As we enter this contest tonight, Conant is 6-2 overall, 4-0 in the conference. Elk Grove is 3-5 overall, 2-2 in the conference. Mastrodini's calling signals, looking over the defense. Ball is given to Chung, Phil Chung. He hits it offside tackle, fumbles, but the ball had been whistled dead. So with a gain of about, let's see where they mark it. I'll call it about 2 yards on that play.
Brought down by Tim Carden. They're the Oklahoma defense playing, showing blitz right off the bat.
2nd and 8 from the 27. I formation, 2 wideouts. Ball once more is given to Chung. He comes right between the guard and the tackle on the left-hand side.
Desmond Williams tripped him up, the linebacker on that side. Good linebacker play so far.
Gain of about 5. So we have a 3rd and 4. I formation again. This time his ball is given off to Costantino.
It's a little short, I believe. I'm not sure. Against, again, number 31, the linebacker.
About a 3-yard pickup on that. And they're
going for it.
Less than a yard. We'll call it a yard.
No, they're not. Yes.
But yeah, they're going to go for it, and they're at their own 35-yard line.
Nothing to lose.
Here we go. 4th and 1. Have an I formation with Chung as the tailback. Ball's given to Chung. He hits the line, and he's pushed back, but he has more than what he needs for a first down. So that's the first down of the evening, and it belongs to the Grenadiers from Elk Grove High School.
That kind of shows how the game might go tonight. They've got nothing to lose, might as well go for it.
Absolutely. A gain of 3 yards by Chung. That's his 3rd carry, and a total of 10 yards. 1st and 10 from the 37. 10 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the first period. Again, an I formation and 2 wideouts. Ball is given to Chung. He's still on his feet. He twists, turns, makes it on up to about the 40-yard line, so it's a gain of about 3 yards on there, depending on where they spot the ball.
Tackled by Brian Albert that time. They come out of huddle that time real quick. They're coming to the line very fast.
Ball's on the 40-yard line. 2nd down, 7. A gain of 3 on the previous play by Chung. Again, an I formation. Same formation every play. He's turning to the outside, and he's going to be nailed for a loss. Now, he's a right-handed passer, and he went to his left. It means he had to stop, turn to set, and it cost them about, they had 3. It cost them a good 5 yards. So -5 on the first carry for Mastrodini. Still an I formation. 2 tight ends, 2 wideouts. Back to pass, he throws, and he overthrows. He was open. Greco was the intended receiver.
Conant not doing a lot on defense, just playing the base defensive front. I think they hurt themselves on that loss back there by the quarterback.
They now have a 4th down and 12, and this time they are in punt formation.
High snap.
And it takes a Cougar bounce, and fortunately the Grenadiers are right there to grab the ball and down it, and it will be placed on approximately the 47-yard line of the Cougars.
Short kick put them in real bad field position here for Elk Grove.
So they had, on that first drive, they had 1 first down and had 3 and out on the second drive. Now we can look at one of the leading ground gainers, rushing threats in the league, and that's Anton Moore, number 26. And he's lining up as a lone back here. They have a slot and 2 wideouts, 2 tight ends. Pendergast in motion, he comes back, and now he's going to be the block. There's a quick outside hitch pass, and was not complete. The intended receiver, Templeton was the intended receiver.
Elk Grove was kind of lined up playing for the run. They're in a 4-4 type defense with only 3 deep. So they're inviting Conant to throw the ball.
And last week, Conant threw to 9 different receivers very effectively.
They're in a 3 deep zone, and they walked off that outside linebacker.
Again, a lone running back, 2 wideouts, 1 slot, 2 tight ends. Given to Anton Moore, he breaks that first tackle. He's still on his feet, and he's still on his feet. He drives it all the way on forward to about equal to what he needed for a first down. It will depend on where the officials spot the ball. And they call officials timeout, and they'll probably bring the chains out.
No,
they gave it to him.
Yeah.
So Anton Moore, in his first carry, carries it for 10 yards. And that's the first down for the Cougars. 1st and 10 for the Cougars on the 43-yard line of the Grenadiers for the first time into Grenadier territory. Same formation, 2 wideouts, a slot, and a lone running back. Ball is given once more to Anton Moore, and he's nothing fancy, just runs straight ahead behind the blocking in the line. He has a gain of about 5 yards.
That's a tough defense to run against, so somebody's blocking up front for him. There's no doubt about it.
He, 3 weeks ago, was the Offensive Player of the Week, selected by the Daily Herald. And then the following week only gained 47 yards, and he came back last week to have an outstanding game. Second and about 5. Given to Moore, he's heading to the outside, and is brought down. He isn't able to turn the corner.
Nice tackle by Phil Chung. Excellent tackle. Without Phil, we would have had some trouble on that play. Elk Grove was telling them come out and throw the ball. They're in an 8-man front with the 4-4 defense, but they're having success up front running against that. That's not a good sign.
Dunkel ratings put, of course, Conant in first place in the conference. And in just a moment, I'll give you a little more information about how they individually rank. This time, same formation, only the slot is on the other side. Ball's given to Moore. He tries to turn the corner. He stays on his feet. They grab a jersey, and he breaks that, and he gains about another 2, maybe 3 yards.
Elk Grove had shifted their defense to the wide side that time, and Conant came back to the short side, and they had a real big hole here. Actually, we did a pretty good job of stopping what he did get on that one.
They gave him 1 yard gain, so he has 4 carries and 18 yards.
It's 4th down now. It's a big play for Elk Grove.
6 minutes and 33 seconds remaining on the clock in the first period. They're sending Considine wide.
Power eye backfield.
Moore gets it, the handoff. He's stopped short of a first down. Great defensive effort by the Grenadiers.
Pat O'Connell brought him down inside in that pile. Big stop by Elk Grove. Once again, they're them to throw the ball and they keep running against that front, they're going to have trouble tonight, Jim, running against that front, I believe.
I think so too, particularly when they stop and the momentum begins to shift. They have some more confidence. Okay, Grenadiers take over. They're at their own 34, 1st and 10. High formation. Chung is trying to cut back against the grain. He couldn't make it on the outside because he was well defensed. He picks up about 3 yards on the play.
Rob Pendergrass made the tackle outside.
Clock's ticking on down to 5 minutes and 49 seconds remaining in this first period. Same formation seems on every play. They've used an I formation and 2 wideouts thus far in every play. That's Chung again. He bursts through there.
Nice effort.
And he has
close to the first down.
Awfully close to a first down. See where they mark it. Nope, that's not a favorable spot for the Grenadiers. So he gains about 4 on that.
Well, if this is an indication, it's 2 down territory for Elk Grove, looks like. Same play.
Once more, Chung. He's still on his feet, and he has the first down. No question about that. 4 more yards for Chung. He's a workhorse. He carries 20, 25 times a ball game in the last several weeks. Now they take him out and give him a breather here. 1st and 10 from the 47. Their own 47.
All right, so again, same play.
And Cirillo, number 47, is the ball carrier. And he moves it forward for about, let's give him a 6-yard gain on that for Cirillo. That's his first carry of the evening. Second and 4. And he's going to be brought down from behind, although he brings it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brandon Young stopped in the backfield and broke that play up.
Cirillo again the ball carrier in a gain of maybe a yard or 2. Third and 2. The lead back takes it through, and he has more than what he needs for a first down. That was Constantina's second carry, and he makes about 4 yards on that. So that's the 3rd first down of this quarter for the Grenadiers. And they're now as deep as they've been into Cougar territory. The ball's on about the Cougar 41-yard line. Again, an I formation, the same formation every play. And they run to the offside. A hard yard by Costantino.
Pendergrass made the tackle again. Conant's going to have to come now to stop this running game.
And look at that front they have.
They're in a 5 front, unlike Elk Grove, who's got an 8 front. Here comes the blitz again.
And trap blocking ought to work with this.
You missed that. The
yeah.
guard didn't pick up the blitz. Didn't see the blitz.
Everybody else saw it except the guard. Big loss.
That's the kind of thing that kill you. A nice drive like that.
And it wasn't subtle. He was coming.
Yeah, he showed it all the way.
Yeah.
It was Desmond Williams. Now it's a different game now. You have problems with this. Things are going well, all of a sudden.
3rd and 16, this is a passing down.
Changes your game plan.
Passing or a, now they'll pass. Greco's in motion, back to pass.
He's got number 9 open, he's wide open, there he is, he's open. Dropped it. He was wide open coming out of there.
Sure was.
They flooded that zone and they put somebody on every line just about.
That play worked. Incomplete, and it was intended for Greco. That's the 2nd attempt to Greco, and both have been incomplete. So we'll have punt formation by the Grenadiers. Brandon Harvey, I believe, is back to punt, and Anton Moore to receive. It's a low bouncing kick, and he's brought down right at the 15-yard line.
Ryan Rouse brought him down. You know,
So
Jim, Elk Grove controlled the ball for quite a long time there, and except for that blitz, they were doing a fine job.
Well, even here, if they can stop him 3 and out, even with a punt, they'll have nice field position. We have 2 minutes and 15 seconds.
Let's see if they're still in that same front, that inviting Conant to throw the ball. Yeah, they're still in it.
Now they move somebody up.
Still 3 deep, basically.
McNabb back, gives the ball to Moore, and he brings it forward all the way on up to the 20-yard line. So he has a gain of 4 yards. We're under 2 minutes remaining in the first period. There is no score at this point. The Cougars have the ball, and the ball is on their own 20-yard line, and it's 2nd and 6. Chung is at man coverage out here.
Trap, pass.
Here we go. He's left-handed. He's running to his right. Left-handed passer. It's a difficult. He was not set, but it was completed. And I didn't catch who caught the ball. Pendergast, they must have heard me. 10-yard completion for Pendergast. First and 10 for the Cougars. Scoreboard's wrong.
Counter. Fumble.
And they're fighting for it. It's probably changed hands several times.
Elk Grove's got it.
Elk Grove, that's the first turnover of the evening. So that's a turnover by the visitors, and it could be very costly because it's deep in their own territory.
Andy Costantino forced that fumble.
Grenadiers can take over the momentum right here if they can bring it into the end zone. They're at the 21-yard of the Cougars, 21-yard line. Still an I formation, 2 wideouts. Here comes the blitz
again. Picked up this time.
Head to the outside. Chung is the ball carrier. He makes maybe a yard.
David Lysak made the tackle. The guard kept his head up that time and picked up the blitz. They're in the same front they've been in since we started the game.
And Elk Grove has run the same formation.
I think that pass that they tried before would be a good thing to try again this situation.
Yes, they had, they got man coverage. There are 2 sophomore quarterbacks, Mastrodini and Mikna.
Toss.
There goes Chung to the outside. If he picks up one blocker, he can turn here.
Brought him down.
And he makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
Goldsmith stepped up real nice on that and made the tackle.
3rd and 8. That's
the
the end of the first quarter, and there is no score for either team. So we have a scoreless tie. The players will change positions on the field, the teams will, and they'll still be right at the edge of the red zone, the Grenadiers that is. It will be 3rd and 8 with the ball being placed on the Cougars' 19-yard line. This is a surprise to me, at least. I've done a couple games this year with both Conant and Elk Grove. The constant part is that Moore is going to be their workhorse and Chung will be the workhorse for the Grenadiers. But are you not surprised, Bill, at the defensive front that they're looking at?
Well, this is my first time seeing Elk Grove play, but they're definitely set up to stop the run. And they've been doing a fairly good job, and I think Conant's got a pretty good offensive line. But as you can see, I think if Elk Grove would try to throw the ball in a play action on 1st down, they might have something. They're stiffening up on defense now down in this red zone, as you say. And what is it, third and what do we had?
Third and 8 at the 19.
You hate to think you have to pass every 3rd and 8, but again, momentum still is on Elk Grove's side, I think.
So they're approaching the. They'll huddle first, then bring it up to the line. Now they're missing one of their standouts. J.P. Sanadad is out for the season with his separated shoulder, which means his high school career is over. He is a senior. He's a 4-year varsity player. The pass play, and he threw into.
He threw into coverage. And,
wow, four white jerseys.
I think we only had 2 guys out on that pattern. I don't know if anybody else is out on it. Again, I think if we go to a little play action on 1st or 2nd down,
think
they
so
might
too.
have some success.
You have to hold the cornerbacks.
We certainly are looking for the run now on 1st and 2nd down, I think.
So we have a 4th and 8. They're going to attempt a field goal. The ball's on the 25-yard line. That makes it 35, 42-yard attempt. Cirillo will attempt. Justin, ball is up. And it's good.
Beautiful.
47-yard field goal for Cirillo. Tony Cirillo. And with about 10 seconds off the clock in the 2nd period, Elk Grove puts 3 points on the scoreboard.
You know, we haven't mentioned the wind much, though, Jim, but it is blowing pretty good from left to right here.
Yes, it is. The flag out there is standing straight up.
This should help Elk Grove's offense if we are going to throw the ball this 2nd quarter.
This or the 4th quarter, yes. Now that helped on the attempted field goal too, and I'm sure that was a factor in Coach Pizzali's decision-making process.
I noticed the punts going right to left were really short. I think it's the first time we ever really noticed the wind as being strong as it is.
Yeah, if it was a colder night, it would be tough to handle it out there, but it's a mild night, perfect night for football. Grenadiers will kick off from their 40 with once again Cirillo taking on the chores of kicking off. Back deep for the Cougars will be Anton Moore, number 26. And Dan Templeton is one of the up men. And that's going to go to Templeton. He steps into the end zone.
Yeah,
that's interesting because the opening kickoff of this game was taken in out of the end zone.
Yeah, it was? I don't think.
Yeah, because I remember it was a 25, officially a 26-yard return, but only credited for 25.
Well, in high school, once it crosses the plane, you're not allowed to bring it out. So
yeah, I think it might have been missed. Okay, we're ready to go now, and the ball is at the 20-yard line where the Cougars take over. Ball is given to Pendergast, and he plays both tight end and fullback in the backfield, and it was a slant. He gained about 3 yards on the play. That's his first carry this evening, although he did catch a pass for 10 yards.
If you're Elk Grove, you have to be concerned at every first down they're getting about 4 yards. Too much, I think, on first down to give them.
Absolutely right. 2nd and 7.
Option. Played well.
And he's buried in the backfield. Loss, if not a loss, no gain on that play. Depends on the spot. He was caught from behind.
I don't see 89 or Mike Rendina.
I don't, oh, that's number 50, it's Ruddina.
Changed his number on us.
It's 89, huh? So we'll mark this. Moore is the ball carrier, and Moore is hit immediately, and he tries to spin out.
Close that real nice.
He'll get his forward motion, but there's very, very little gain on that play. So the Grenadiers will have excellent field position here unless he has a booming punt.
With this wind, I doubt that, but we'll see. I've never seen this young man punt before, but we should be somewhere on the 45, 50-yard line, I would think. All going well.
Chung is back to receive, and he is not as deep as the midfield stripe. Long count, see if they can draw him offside, which wouldn't help, but it'd make it 4th and 2.
That was a good kick.
It was a nice kick. Chung is going to take it.
Nice block.
At the 45, he's still on his feet, and he brings it into, just ever so slightly, into Cougar territory, and the ball will be placed at about the 49-yard line. We have 9 minutes and 29 seconds remaining in the first half. And once again, the Grenadiers will try to move it on down the field and put some points on the board. This game is for bragging rights in Elk Grove because many, many of the students on the Conant team live in Elk Grove.
Officials moving everybody back off the sideline. They get one warning. Next time it's a penalty. Sometimes you get too excited and you start wandering around the field.
Mastrodini calling signals, gives it to Chung. He heads to the outside. He turns the corner and makes his way on up to about the 45-yard line for a gain of about
Williams
3 yards.
Real good active linebacker for Conant. That play closed off inside. He broke it out, but we've run that play quite a few times now. I surely hope we can play action off that soon. I think it'll be wide open. Of course, that's why I'm not coaching anymore. I'm sitting up here with you.
That's a better view, isn't it?
Yeah, I like it up here.
I formation.
Counter option. Hold the.
Hang on to it. He'll get a couple of yards on that. And Mastrodini will try to offset the negative yardage he has. He had a 5-yard loss. We'll give him a 3-yard gain on that. So he's down to 2 negative yards. Once again, the I formation. I've not seen any formation other than the I. Cirillo was the ball carrier.
Nice job.
Brings it down to about the 35-yard line. Oh, they're not going to give him all of that. But it's more than what he needs for first down, so that's the 4th first down of the...
No huddle, Jim. They just right to the line again, and this has got Conant moving faster than they probably want to move.
1st and 10. Ball's on the 37-yard line of the Cougars. Given to Cirillo. He cuts back against the grain on a counter, and he has about a 7-yard gain on that.
They're going to go right to the line again. When you do this, the defense doesn't have a chance of calling these stunts, and has to stay pretty basic. Have you seen the snow huddle offense
8
before,
yards.
Jim? Have they
No,
run this
this is the
before?
first time this season I've seen it.
The bigger guys don't like it, let me tell you, because you can't get a chance to get your breath.
Cirillo's heading to the outside. He's going to try to beat him on the corner,
He missed
and
the
he
block.
isn't able to.
He should have cut that inside, but
Yeah, he could have set up the block if he had cut back inside. So no gain on that play, and that's the first time. That was his 5th carry, and that's the first time he hasn't had rather sizable gains.
I don't know what time of possession must be, but it's certainly on our side at Elk Grove.
Yes, well, they're ahead. They have 4 first downs to 1 for the Cougars. This time they're sending Justin Pino as a wide out. 2 tight ends. I formation.
Same counter option again.
Yes. And he's back to net 0. So he picks up 2 yards, and he has in 3 carries now 0 yards gained, but he offset the 5 negative yards that he lost on that first sack.
4th and short. They're coming on the side. They're going to stunt.
Here they come.
Nope.
Chung was the ball carrier, and he really had no place to go. They had 9 people, 10 people on the line.
I still have to think if we could play action a little bit, we'd be in pretty good shape. But once again, we're not doing bad. They're not scoring, and we've got the ball. You know, as a little tip to the viewer, when you see wide receivers way out like that, it usually isn't a pass. They're just trying to take their man way out
Pull
with
them
them.
out of the zone of play.
I've been noticing that quite a bit.
Okay, the Cougars take over. Mickna's calling the signals for the Cougars.
They give it to the H-back, it's called. The guy is like an offset eye. Is that the number 83 again, is it?
No, that time it was 32 is Froelich, Dave Froelich.
Conant doesn't seem to want to throw the ball against this win either, as Elk Grove did in the first quarter.
Second. I show second. The scoreboard shows 3, but it's second down and 9. There was a gain of 1 yard.
Something happened. Lost his mouthpiece or something down there. Delay a game, is it?
I couldn't see whether it was a
delay a game. Yeah. I think the quarterback.
5 yard. That's the first penalty of the evening, and it's a 5-yard penalty against the Cougars.
It looked like he got under the quarterback, under the center, then dropped something or lost something. I don't know. I can see from this angle, but it took too much time, whatever it was.
Mastardini, the quarterback, is now in there at safety.
Defense.
Back to pass. He's being chased. He's going to throw against the grain and in and out of the hands of number 30.
Number 10, Mastardini, the quarterback, broke that up. I think he heard him coming. That was a nice job by the. Has he played defense before this game, Jim?
I haven't noticed him playing defense.
Well, this is their last game, so why not? Let's
Go for broke.
Go for broke, right?
Ronson Lumpkin was the intended receiver. Number 30.
Well, as we said, it's tough to run against that front. Elk Grove was showing Conant tonight, and they're doing a nice job now.
This time it is 3rd and 13.
And you see the wideout's not out quite as far now. You could expect to pass, I would think.
He loses a whole second by turning 180 degrees.
Oh,
nice reception. And he had a step on Mastardini. It's a gain from the 25 to, it's about a 27-yard gain.
What amazes me is both these quarterbacks are sophomores. That's usually not the case, but they both look like pretty experienced players by this time of the year, though. They're not sophomores anymore, Jim.
No, that's bodes well for both teams next year, and they have 2 more varsity seasons. 1st and 10 for the Cougars. The ball is now inside of Grenadier territory on the 48-yard line. Pendergast in motion. There goes Moore with the ball. He breaks 2 tackles and then is driven back, and of course he'll get his forward motion.
Alcus made a nice tackle on that. Really wrapped him up well. This running back's hard to bring down. It's my first time seeing him.
Anton Moore,
he's a good running back.
Fine running back. And again, he was selected as Offensive Player of the Week by the Daily Herald 3 weeks ago.
He's a real threat. Well, I guess that's why the defense are in. They're going to stop that run, let this kid throw the ball. Being a sophomore and get to him.
2nd and 7. 4 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the first half.
Uh-oh, mix-up. That was a mix-up.
And it tries to jump pass.
I don't know if that's going to let that go.
There was nothing there but green jerseys.
I think that was, for a sophomore, I got to give him credit. That's a pretty good job.
But again, he could help himself by turning the other way.
I think that was a mix-up in the backfield, and that looked like grounding to me. There was nobody around. But
that's right. If it was going to be a completion, it would have been also an interception. We have 3rd and 7. Clock stops on that incompleted pass. 4 minutes and 8 seconds remaining in the first half. The score is 3-0 in favor of the Grenadiers. But the Cougars have marched on down.
The right end was in motion, offsides for
So
Conant.
that's an illegal procedure.
5 more yards they're going to make now.
That's 5. That's a total of 10 yards against the Cougars. And more importantly, it makes it 3rd and 12.
Safety for Elk Grove was 15, 16 yards off the ball. So if the linebackers are too tight, there's a lot of room underneath all that. That's how they made that last long game.
And they throw, the Cougars do throw the slant ins,
Yeah.
the quick slants. He takes a step back. It's play actions.
If you're going to play 3 deep, you have to get some linebacker drop, I think. We'll see how that happens, and this time how far those linebackers are off the ball.
So it will be 3rd and 12. Now we can look for a pass. Or with Moore, if he's back at tailback, it might be a fullback draw, a tailback draw. But let's see.
So we're a lot, pretty tight for the linebackers. A lot of room underneath there. I hope they drop off if this is a pass. Oh, they're all coming.
He has to turn again 180 degrees. It's completed.
Yep.
But he's going to be shy of the first down. I believe the receiver was Pendergast. Gain of about 10 yards on that play.
Atlas, he kept it from making the first down, but it's on short yardage now. Like I was saying, I think, Jim, we didn't get any drop from the linebackers, and there's a big void in there between the safety and the linebacker area.
They spotted it.
Now we got to use that front. Now's a good time to come with that front. I don't believe they're going to throw now.
No, but it's 4th and 2, and they're not going to punt. They're at the Grenadiers' 40-yard line. Have a lone running back, and he's got to be about 8 yards deep.
Yeah, he's pretty far back.
And he gets the ball, and Katie barred the door. He's in the end zone. Up. I spoke too soon. He was caught and knocked out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. Mastrodini.
A sophomore quarterback.
Stopped him on defense. And he
touchdown.
was like shot out of a cannon. So he goes from the 40 to the 8-yard line. It's a 32-yard gain for Anton Moore.
But there's nobody left to tackle him. When you break through that line of defense, there's no one left back there when you have that short yardage situation.
So he has 56 yards unofficially on 8 carries.
Most of it on that one, I think.
32 on that one. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cougars. 1st and goal at the 8. And that's their 3rd first down. Coming to the outside, he's running deep. Price, I believe, is the ball carrier.
Nice job.
Again, Moore. Mastrodini once more, along with Jarvis Dunmore.
If this is his first game on defense, he's doing a heck of a job.
So there's a loss of 1 yard on that play, and that's the first time Moore has carried the ball where he lost yardage. He's down to 55 yards net for 9 carries. Second and 9. Ball is on the Grenadier 9-yard line.
Bootleg.
And it's a bootleg. He's heading to the outside. He throws into the end zone. And it's off the hands of Bob Pendergast, who couldn't hang on to it.
I think when that young man's a junior or senior, he's going to keep that ball. There's nobody out there for quite a while. He would have run that for 10 or 12, 15 yards. We lost containment on the end outside there, and that created that big opening.
And Pendergast is their go-to guy in almost all situations. I wouldn't be surprised on next down, if not this down, you see him in the backfield.
Yeah, he's in the H-back
and
position
he is.
now. Yeah, he's in the right half H-back.
He's a big boy, and
He just go out of the backfield on top there.
and he runs. He runs a kind of a slant, and he's good blocking back. See
Oh,
that?
what a hit. What's the oh, my goodness. That wasn't for
Flag on
roughing.
the
I
play,
hope. Unless he passed the line of scrimmage when he threw it. I don't know. But
and the guy caught it outside the end zone.
he's had
so
a great hit.
stops the clock with a flag on the play. We have 3 minutes and 27 seconds remaining.
What was the call? I can't see from.
I couldn't see the
I think he might have
preliminary.
went past the line of scrimmage or no. I don't know.
Let me see what he. Here comes the signal.
No flag. He's taking the flag up. No penalty. Okay, field goal team coming. That was a nice job by Elk Grove being down there, and that, you know, the whole thing started with that young man stopping the guy from going in for the touchdown, the running back.
Yes,
from,
yes. Excellent play. There's going to be a field goal attempt by Berge, I believe, number 76.
Oh, almost blocked, and it's no good. Off to the right.
So the Grenadiers walk away with maintaining their
Masterdini
three-point
gets
lead.
my vote for that series as defensive player for the series. He stopped the touchdown and stopped the end run over here.
Right, there was nobody between he and the goal line on that 26-yard jaunt, a 32-yard jaunt by Anton Moore.
The only trouble is you have to go back and play offense now. You got to give him not even a bit of rest at all. That's
Well, it's a good thing he's what age he is.
I couldn't do it. Took me a couple of weeks after that.
3 minutes and 32 seconds remaining. And on a missed field goal, of course, they'll start from the 20-yard line. Here comes an official running into the picture, and he's going to give him a football, which is essential to this game. It's 1st and 10. Don't believe the scoreboard if they show you a picture of it. It says second.
Same
Young
play.
cuts back to the middle. He's on his feet, and he has at least 9 yards. Let's see where the spot is.
The Elk Grove line is doing a nice job tonight. Opened up on that isolation play. They've run that play about 15 times already, I think. Once again, Desmond Williams with the tackle. We got to block 31. If we block 31, we're going to have a nice gain here.
We have the length of a football to go for a first down. And Chung gained 9 yards on that.
Same play.
And he's still on his feet. He's got another 10 yards.
24 on the tackle. Carter. Tim Carden brought him down. We've run this isolation play, and the line is doing a great job. And Conant, only time they stop it is when they blitz. And there goes number 31. He's injured. The linebacker who's been really doing a heck of a job tonight.
Desmond Williams. All right, the ball's on the 41-yard line. That's 2 first downs back-to-back by the Grenadiers.
Counter.
It's
gonna
going
throw
to be
it.
an alley-oop. Brandon Harvey's got the ball. He just, the flag on the play. It'll stop the clock.
At about the 39-yard line, Harvey ran out of bounds at the 44-yard line. He picked up 3 yards.
Oh, goodness.
Holding against the Grenadiers. That's a costly penalty.
All week in practice, I'm sure they're practicing that with Brandon Harvey, throwing and running the ball, and good time to call it.
Yeah, although they may have had a better chance if they had a little more room.
Yeah, he ran it to the short side, you're right.
To the short side, yeah.
Now we got a situation at time. Are we better off getting out of here or
Well, we're still first down, but now it's going to be first and
ball control and end the half?
25.
Let's see what Elk Grove decides to do.
That's their first penalty of the evening, but it's a costly one.
What do you call in 1st and 25? You try to get 10 or 8 yards, I would think.
Yes, or I'd call a draw on this play. Play action, looks like a pass. It's potential passing down.
Conant's loosened up quite a bit.
They sure have.
George Master
He got 8 yards, I believe.
Oh, yeah, he did all right.
He was tripped up by Tim Conant.
Where do they mark it? He gains about...
Second down for the Grenadiers. 14 yards needed for a first down.
Now you try to get 7 or 8 yards on this one.
7-yard line.
And the clock is going now. What do you want to do, Jim? Leaving at halftime 3-0 or try to score? Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to gamble. I'm not going to throw an interception here unless I get... If I go down deep enough for a field goal, that's what I try to do. Although I hate to be conservative. He gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
5 yards.
Harold Goldsmith brought him down.
Gain of a yard on the play.
We got 1:25, clock running. You don't want to get a turnover here. You wouldn't feel so bad going in 3-0
Exactly. You're ahead right now, 3-0.
without having to punt the ball.
Got a minute 9, 3rd and 10. And Chung is a ball carrier. He has a gain of about...
Yeah, Conant will probably call timeout here now. Yeah,
yards.
they do. They want to get the ball back with as much time as they can have. There's a,
Fumble? What are the officials calling here?
I don't know. They're huddling it.
They're discussing it right now. The Conant players are indicating there was a fumble and they recovered. But that happens without exception. Each team just...
Yep,
It is a fumble. So now they're equal in...
Just the thing we talked about. You don't want to turn the ball over in that situation.
45-yard line.
That's a turnover apiece. But this is costly. You have 55 seconds remaining.
You can't come out here flat now. You better be ready to play because we don't want them to score and get momentum back in the
Don't
second
let
half.
anybody behind you.
And the
Worst
receivers are in tighter now. They're going out for a pass.
45-yard line.
Cornerbacks have to
We got to keep containing on
get
the
in
outside. We
front
had
of them,
trouble with
right?
that.
And the worst thing that can happen is they can tie you with a field goal, but don't let them get behind you for a touchdown. He's got the blocking. He's
Wide
got
open.
the time.
Wide open. Nice play
Gets it out
again.
of his hands. Flag, another flag on the play stops the clock.
Mastadini again broke up the play.
Let's watch the officials and see what they call here.
I don't know how he's going to keep him off the field next year at safety the way he's playing. That guy was wide open. The receiver was wide open, and Mastadini did a nice job. Lineman downfield.
Yep. Wait a minute, why did he point at Elk Grove and do that? Did I have the wrong signal there by the official? Oh, no, they're bringing it back. That's a 5-yard penalty against the Grenadiers. Total of 20 yards total for penalties in the Grenadiers. And we have 10 yards for the visiting team.
We're in a spread formation now. 3 receivers one side, 1 receiver the other.
Has all the time in the world to throw. Oh, another flag. He was all over the back of him. No flag. No flag.
Maybe we're in Elk Grove Village tonight. That was close, though.
Yeah, that.
What was the penalty before that? I'm sorry, I didn't catch.
Lineman downfield. Illegal
We didn't have
receiver.
the ball though. They did. What? I don't understand. I missed it. I'm a line coach. I don't know those things.
Yeah, they ran it off. They penalized. Yeah, I don't understand that either. Then that could not have been a lineman downfield.
We'll check at halftime and get back to everybody.
44 seconds. 2nd and 10.
I would back up a little more. That's good.
Don't let him. Give him a cushion there. Sure. Let him catch the ball if he has. Here comes Moore. Heading to the outside.
Stops the
About
clock.
stops the clock with 37 seconds.
20-yard line.
And he gained on that about,
Tackled by Peter Elkis along with Tony Cirillo.
let's see if he,
At the 21-yard line, he gained 9 yards.
they gave him 9 yards on that.
Needed for a first down.
So he's at 10 carries and 64 yards. He's having a nice game. 37 seconds remaining.
Timeout.
3rd and 1. Timeout against the Cougars. That's the first timeout for either team. And we have 37 seconds remaining. No, it's here. The worst thing you let happen is a field goal, but don't under any conditions let that man behind you. Give him the cushion, but stay in front of him and tackle him. Don't let him get out of bounds.
A game like this is not always the greatest to watch, but if you look at it, it's a pretty hard-fought game. The kids are doing a fine job.
And in the ratings, there every indication that Conant should be ahead in every category here, including the score. So the Grenadiers are playing tough. And this is, this is for bragging rights, as I said before, within Elk Grove Village. Many of the young people, the students, players on the Conant team are from and live in Elk Grove.
Well, that first series told you what it's going to be like when they went for the first down on their own. Was it 30? What yard line were they on?
Still in their own territory.
Yeah. So you know they're going for broke tonight.
Okay.
Here's a big one now.
Considine, Sean Considine lines up wide. Moore is the lone running back. Pendergast, slot on the bottom of your screen. He's the go-to guy. Watch him.
Hand off
Moore
again.
goes to the outside, and he.
Nice tackle by 40. Andy Constantino.
See now that
Is there a face mask on
they
that?
kept him in the playing field, but there was a penalty which stops the clock, so they only used up 5 seconds on that. Let's see where they indicate what kind of penalty.
Face mask.
Face mask. Well, it's they're in field goal range right now. So that is going to bring the ball, because it's inside the 30. They'll bring it half the distance to the goal line. Clock starts now, down to 30 seconds. And they have the really wide out. Here goes Moore to the outside. He's back up on his feet. His knee looked like it was down, but they whistle it dead. They do.
Brandon Harvey got in the backfield and tripped him up and slowed him down so everybody else could come on and make the tackle. It was a nice job by Brandon.
Now that they have to call a timeout.
It's the second timeout, I believe.
Stop the clock with 16 seconds. And that is their second timeout. So we have 16 seconds remaining in this first half, and the score at this moment in time is 3-0 in favor of the Grenadiers. However, the Cougars are right smack in the middle of the field, not even off to a hash mark. They have on the Grenadiers' 12-yard line, so if they attempt a field goal here, we'll have 12 and 10 is 22 plus 7, 29-yard attempt.
They might try one more play.
One more play, because
you know what happens? They put Pendergrass on the wing, and we lose contain them when they roll that way. That's what I'm worried about. Last time, every time he goes on the wing, they roll towards him. We don't keep contained, and I think we got to keep an eye on that for next half.
And they do run a counter off that play with Moore. It's difficult. Elk Grove reacts. All the teams that Conant play react depending on what Moore and Moore and Pendergrass line up. And when they're both in the backfield, you can expect the slant from Pendergast. This time,
he's in the H-back spot, and
yes. Second and 13. Back to pass. He looks. He throws. And it's incomplete. Third down and 13.
The intended receiver for the Cougars was Sean Considine. George Constantine covering on the play for the Grenadiers.
Considine was the intended receiver.
Third down, goal to goal, Conant.
Third and goal. The ball's on the 12-yard line.
Same
Again,
formation.
Pendergrass is the H-back. Back to pass again. He looks, he throws, And it's to Pendergast. It's the play they've used 25 times this year successfully.
Yeah, they bring him across the middle underneath everything. And
yeah, underneath the coverage.
right, like we talked about last time.
And he's a big kid.
I'm impressed with the sophomore quarterback. That was a nice job. We had no pressure on him. I think that's one thing that helped him.
And at that time, it's set up to his advantage because he is a left-handed thrower, and he rolled to the proper side for throwing left-handed. And it was a nice, well-executed play. Berge is going to attempt to kick. It's up.
On the point after, the kicker is
Yeah, that's tough with 4 seconds left on the
The worst
clock.
thing about the whole thing is, Jim, when you lose momentum in a ball game, you'll lose it 2 or 3 times. But before the half, when you go in at halftime and you lose it, it's tough. It's really tough to come back out with the same momentum you had in the first half when you have a turnover like that.
It was all caused by a turnover.
Yeah. Well, look at Wisconsin. Let's talk about them. He still doesn't like talking about that turnover.
So we have 4 seconds remaining on the clock, which means there'll be a kickoff. And assuming there's not going to be a defensive penalty on the kickoff,
Probably expect it.
we'll find that ends the first half. And the clock will not start until the receiving man touches the ball.
I would expect a squib kick or something. Well, you never know, but that's a shame. It really is a shame when things like that happen. Things turn around so fast on you.
And it does take the wind out of your sails.
And it's up to the coaching staff and the kids to get up now at halftime, come back and start right over again. They own
Oh, they're still in the ball game, sure.
You look at time of possession, I'm sure we own that first half of this ball game. We meaning Elk Grove. Conant's Elk Grove too, isn't it? So I got to say.
Yeah, but we're at Elk Grove tonight, so Cirillo takes the ball at about his 25-yard line. He heads to the outside. He's trying to cut around. He's going to the sideline. He's going to be trying to cut back, and he is brought down at about the 41-yard line, and that elapses the remaining 4 seconds that were on the clock, and we officially have ended the first half with the score being 7-3 in favor of the Conant Cougars, who scored with 4 seconds remaining on the clock. It's disappointing, to say the least. We have, to give you a few stats here, Chung for the Grenadiers carried 13 times and has 44 yards to his credit. Cirillo carried 5 times, has gained 21 yards. Costantino 3 times, 8 yards. Greco has had 2 passes thrown to him, both of which were incomplete. Mastrodino has run for his life once or twice. Net, he has 5 carries and a net gain of 10 yards. The Grenadiers have had 6 first downs, as opposed to 4 officially for the Cougars. Grenadiers didn't use any of their timeouts. The Cougars used 2. In penalties, they're 1 yard apart. The Grenadiers have 20 yards in penalty, and the Cougars have 19 because they had a face mask penalty inside the 30, which was half the distance to the goal line. Both teams had a turnover, and both, as a matter of fact, resulted in a score. On the Conant side of the ledger, Anton Moore has been the workhorse. He's carried 10 times for 64 yards. Pendergast has carried twice for 13 yards, and he has been on the an intended receiver once, and he actually caught a 10-yard pass once for the second play. Constantine was thrown to once and not complete. Froelich carried the ball once and made 1 yard. Lumpkin had 1 thrown to him, was not complete. Bill, as a former high school coach now, when you go into the locker room after losing the lead with 4 seconds, what do you tell the team?
Well, let's look at one thing. Conant goes in there sky high now. They were flat the whole first half. Now they're going there sky high and they're patting each other on the back. Elk Grove goes in and they're a little flat. I think it's up to Bizzali now to get them back, remind them what they did do up until that point. I think you have to say the offensive line has been doing a terrific job on both sides, of Conant and Elk Grove. To get the kids up, it's just a matter, it's the last game. You got to get them up to play and to come out and pick up where you left off. I think that's the main thing. You just can't let them stay flat and walk around and feel sorry for themselves. That's what you have to do.
And for many of the both teams, this will be the last game of their high school career, and for also many of them, it'll be the last game they'll ever play. So it's important to both of them. But as you can probably hear in the background, the Elk Grove Marching Band is on the field, So we're going to kind of sign off now for a few minutes and enjoy the halftime entertainment. We'll see.
And Eleanor Rigby. Tonight's soloists are Steve Kazmerzik, James Kelly, Kelly Kimura, Eileen Perez, Katie Vodder, and Janelle Wendorf. This evening's performance is dedicated to all of our senior members. Seniors, thank you for all that you've done for the Elk Grove High School Marching Band. Drum majors Chris Garrity and Adem Kolasevic, is your band ready? You may take the field for this evening's halftime entertainment.
They have a pretty good marching band. Let's go.
Grove High School Marching Band placed first in the A Division at the 3 competitions they entered this year. The band also swept specialty awards in their divisions such as Best Color Guard, Best Wind Section, Best Percussion Section, Best Visual Performance, and Best General Effects. Special recognition should be given to the members of our Color Guard and their instructor, Mr. Felton Harlan, for being selected as the best Color Guard overall at the St. Lawrence contest. The band is under the direction of Mr. Mark Matai. He is assisted by Jim Call, Kevin Lepper, and
I'm just going to move this for a second so they don't knock
final
it
round
out.
of applause for our Elk Grove High School Marching Band.
Watch out, guys! Hey! I swear her mom said she's a color guard. Or flag. Yeah, they were Have fun. You like it down here?
Doing what? Nothing. I have to get everything ready. I forgot. I'm switching dressers with my sister. So I have to move my dressers, which means everything inside. As you come out into the new drawers, her drawers, there's more drawers, they're smaller. So now it's not like I can just go like that. And then the whole big move thing tomorrow. So, and I got to clear a path in my room. Spread out all the clothes on the floor so you can get the dresser out. It's as bad as my car. That's my next thing.
No, I didn't. Elise, I don't know you come
Huh?
The three sisters. Where's Elisa? Do you want to be in the picture? No. No? Good enough. They're saying, why should they be? I think it's nice. Elisa! Elisa! Go! Come on! Your mom said so. If you're not in it, we're gonna bench you! Teresa! Come here, we gotta try Dawn's thing. What? Try Dawn's thing?
Welcome back to the second half of the exciting game being brought to you here at the Robert E. Haskell Memorial Stadium at Elk Grove High School, where they are hosting the Cougars from Conant High School. The score is 7-3, and as we mentioned as we left to go to halftime entertainment, the Conant Cougars scored with only 4 seconds remaining on the clock. We have about 3 minutes or 2.5 minutes to start the second half because they have to, by Illinois Athletic Association rules, they have to warm up and do calisthenics for about 3 minutes. So as long as I have the opportunity with a coach in the booth, let me ask you, Bill, during the week, after a game on Friday night or Saturday afternoon, how do the coaches spend the week? How do they prepare for the upcoming game?
The coaching staff reviews the film. Like if they had a game next week, let's say, they'd get in there tomorrow morning and watch the film. The players come in and stretch out and run off some of the nicks and bruises and see the trainer if they have to. And then they go over the film, and then after that, the coaches meet and you get your game plan ready for the following week. It's a lot of work. Like I was saying, you know, when we were off the air, that I know no sport where you work as hard as you do for football for just 10 games. 2.5 months of preparation for the first game, and you only play 10 games unless you get in the playoffs. And I know no sport where you work that hard, Jim.
No, it's a point well taken. And as you were speaking, I was looking down on the field at the same thing can apply to the marching band, the pom-pom girls, the cheerleaders. They practice many, many hours and often don't get the recognition. Even though, getting back to football, the football players, and we may even be guilty of it up here in the booth, we call the names and numbers of the ends and the running backs and the quarterbacks. Very rarely do we call a lineman, and they work
And
as hard as
every
everybody
next
else.
lineman, like myself, you know what? In this game tonight is really being controlled by offensive lines and defensive lines. They're opening up some pretty good holes, and we haven't had anybody's number call yet. I want to call a number this half. A couple of lineman numbers for the people out there.
As a ex-quarterback, I can tell you this: I bought lots of dinners for my linemen because nobody in the backfield does anything without the line putting it together, opening holes for them.
And remember now, most linemen never touch a football. They play a game that involves a ball that they never touch. That can't be much fun, huh, Jim?
No,
You would be the quarterback. You would never have done that, would you?
No.
I can't imagine why I did.
Of course, you don't take the heat when you overthrow a wide open receiver either. How could you? You know, the Monday morning quarterbacks, everybody had all the answers on Monday morning, and they weren't in there listening to these guys your size chasing you around. Well, we're down to about 3 seconds. The teams have completed their warm-up and will be coming off the field. This time at the beginning of the second half, as we mentioned, going off to halftime, it's very, very important that the Grenadiers maintain, however possible, they maintain the momentum. Even though they were scored against with a few seconds remaining, they can't let that momentum run away from them. They know, as well as anybody else, that Conant is the Suburban League North, I should say, champions. So that they're supposed to come in here and beat the Grenadiers. The Grenadiers were ahead for all but 4 seconds of this first half, and now it's important that they take back over the momentum and let's turn this into a ball game.
You know what else, Jim? They're going to only have the win for the third quarter. It's very important they take advantage of that because it's really picking up out there now.
Yes, it is. We can feel it in the booth here. That flag, again, we're looking over the flagpole. It's standing straight out. And they have one more factor here tonight. At this time of the evening and this time of the year, there's moisture beginning to form on the surface of the grass. There's the kick. Cirillo boots that ball, and it's back into the end zone. Nice kick by Cirillo. About 5 yards deep into the end zone. Cougars will take it out at their own 20. And it will be
stays in the
10.
same. Stays in the same defensive look at 4-4, 3 deep with the safety way back. It appears to me like they're going to be in the same front.
I think you're right. And the Cougars are lining up. Anton Moore is the lone running back, 2 wideouts, 2 tight ends.
2 tight ends.
Gives the ball to Moore, and he is met at the line, and he bulls his way forward for maybe a yard or 2.
By putting 2 tight ends in there, you help yourself out the block, but you certainly tighten up the defense also, so it's a give and take thing.
Antoine Moore was the ball carrier. The Grenadier tackler was Jim Huck, right along with Mike Lancina.
Gain of 2 yards.
Ball to 22-yard line is second and 8. Cougars.
Same formation. We used to call it an ace formation.
Back to pass, he throws. It's completed to Constantine.
Phil Chung brought him down.
For 7 yards to the Conant 29-yard line. It's third down, 1 yard needed for a first down for the Cougars.
Staying in this ace look. This is something new. They didn't run this in the first half. Double tight end, double flanker. Sneak.
Quarterback sneak, and he has it. And he
does he
breaks
have it?
out of there. It's going to be a foot race. And he was tripped up at about the 40, falls forward all the way on up to the 36-yard line.
You know what happens, Jim? Sometimes everybody's got him, and everybody kind of lets go because they think the other guy's going to bring him down, and then he just keeps on going. I've seen that before.
Yeah, he was, for all obvious purposes, he was
sure he's
stopped.
a sophomore now. You're right. You're telling me he's a sophomore. Jeez.
And that was, he is a sophomore. That was Mikva.
Yeah.
So he gained on that from the 40 to about 22 yards.
And then back up.
Pendergast in motion to the top of your screen. Here comes the blocking back, given to Moore. He heads to the outside line behind Pendergast's block.
Is he quick? He's got quick feet.
Gain of about 9 yards. That brings him to 75 yards so far this evening on 12 carries.
Pendergast goes in motion and leads on that, and he's a pretty big fella out there.
Yeah, and he's he's a good blocker coming out of a stance, but when he's in motion like that, he just bowls you over.
Same set. Same look.
Here we go. Next time he's coming back to this side. Given to Moore into the
Nice
middle
job
of the line.
inside.
And notice even he had two people had him wrapped and his legs never stopped churning.
Dina brought him down and really held on tight. It was good. Good tackle.
Loss on that
Loss.
play. First time. Up, they're going to give him forward motion on it and call it no gain. Officially, they call it a loss of 1. All right, he's back to 74 yards. 2nd and 11. There goes Moore. He's on his feet, and he breaks through, carries a man into the end zone. Nope.
1 yard line.
1 yard line. I saw the arms go up. He was signaling timeout as opposed to, and the ball was at a, that was Moore, and he gained, it looks like a flag on the play, however.
No, I think that's just something on the field.
Gain of about 26 yards. Puts him at 100 yards for the evening. 1st and goal. And he's still on his feet into the end zone. That's Pendergast.
It's just a dive play.
It's a 1 yard run for a TD. Total of 14 yards rushing for Pendergast this evening. And now the clock will stop while they attempt the PAT.
That was an 80-yard drive, and
yeah, that gets your attention.
pretty much the quarterback, that long gain I heard.
That gets your attention. Berge is going to attempt the point after. The ball is up, and it's good. So early on in this third period, with 8 minutes and 46 seconds remaining, the Cougars put 7 points on the board. And they'll be kicking, and the Grenadiers will see if they can do something for their first series in the second half. And it's tough to be scored upon in the 2 successive series. Won the last series of the first half, which put them on the scoreboard for the first time and ahead for the first time. And then the opening series in the second half, they marched right down the field.
This series is very important to Elk Grove. They can't afford a 3 and out on this one. They have to do something. They've got to turn it back away their way on this series. Whatever they got to let it go now.
Jarvis Dunmore is a deep man. And it goes to Dunmore. He drops it, picks it up, heads to the outside. It's going to be a reverse to Cirillo. He's going to try to cut back inside. He goes to the outside now. trying to set up a block. He's still on his feet. He's going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 40-yard line, 38-yard line.
As we
Well,
said,
we're
if you
beginning
got
to
it,
pull
use
out
it
the
now.
stops.
We got to do it now.
Reach
I don't
deep
think you're
into
going to punt the
bag.
ball now unless you get really put back farther because you got to go for it.
And it's what are they executing? Because he dropped the ball and had to pick it up, which delayed the timing on the play. All right, the ball is on the 35-yard line of their own 35-yard line. It's 1st and 10, and Greco comes to the bottom of your screen as a wideout. They have an I formation.
Oh,
From behind.
That's what we talked
Blindside.
about, the play action, and we missed him on the backside.
Yep, that's called a lookout block. You turn around and say,
Yeah,
look out.
I've done some of those myself.
So Mastrodini has to take a loss on that play of about 8 yards.
David Lee came through for Conant and really laid the wood, as we used to say.
Sure did.
Now we got a problem again. That was a big loss.
Right, the timing. There was no, again, they saw him coming.
Smith with the tackle.
About a yard gain. Third and 16.
Got a screen pass, I can maybe.
I see he turns.
Is it?
It is
Kind
a
of a
screen.
but
Chung
no,
is
no.
on. He's going to try to fake him out. He does fake him out. Lowers his head and brings the ball forward all the way on down to the 40-yard line. It was a nice move. The man was coming full speed to the outside. Chung lowered his shoulder, go back to the inside. He had to stop, loses momentum, and Chung immediately cut back to the outside and gained another 5 yards.
We couldn't get the lineman out in front of that, though. That was the only different problem with that one. Too many guys in the field. There got to be a flag on that. Fake. And there's
Good.
first down.
Oh, first down is right. Important first down. And that's a gain of about 15 yards.
Well, we said they had to be this drive, and if you got it, use it. And they've used about every. I think they had the reverse, and now this, the fake punt.
It's the first time they've thrown to Chung. 15 yards. Ball is given to Cirillo. He's still on his feet. He breaks a tackle and breaks another one. He's turning, twisting, and he brings it forward for a first down and then some. Cirillo has
No huddle.
10 yards on that, 11 yards. But they're slow moving the chains. First and 10 from the Cougars' 34-yard line. And the Grenadiers are doing what they have to do. They're trying to create their own momentum. No huddles. There goes Cirillo again. He turns, spins, gain of about 4 yards. 3 to 4. Let's see where they mark it.
I don't want to speak
They
too
give
soon,
him
but
about 3 yards.
I think momentum might be coming back our way now. I hope I'm not speaking too soon, but it looks like we're doing a pretty good job here.
Second and 7.
Option. Give to the first back.
Andy Costantino. Third.
Down about 5, needed for a first down.
Five minutes and 31 seconds remaining. I formation, 2 wideouts. Back.
Play.
Give him a block, give him a block. There he
Good job.
goes. Head back to the outside. He shouldn't have stopped.
Made the first down, though, I believe.
He's awfully close.
George Masterdini picks it up 485 yards. Rob Pendergast on tackle.
They stop the
First
clock,
down.
and it is a first down.
Well, I'll say it. I think Elk Grove's got the momentum back now. They've got to take advantage of this.
2-yard line.
Masterdini was the ball carrier on that. A rollout to the top of your screen. Cirillo's coming off for a breather. Chunga's going to be the tailback. Constantini is in there.
You know, it's the same blitz he's been showing all night.
Yeah.
The delayed
Nobody-
blitz inside.
Nobody picks it up.
Desmond Williams has done that about 3 or 4 times now, and
It's a big loss on that play.
28-yard line, a loss of about 6.
he's done that to Elk Grove before. The lineman has a tendency to drop their head on offense sometimes. If you don't keep it up, you miss that.
Now I can see it, you know, in the first.
From up here, it's easy, but when you're down
Yeah,
there, you know,
but in the third period, where it's a, they've
gotta
done it
expect it.
about 5 times.
Right, you
Yes,
gotta
you have
expect
to
it.
pick it up. Encroachment, but it did look like the offense moved first, unfortunately. Now they're shooting themselves in the foot, if that's the case. Stops the clock with 4:16.
Arthur, tell Tara and everybody to turn around.
Here comes the signal. Oh, it's against the Cougars. I don't recognize the signal. What?
Offsides.
Offsides. Have a 5-yard penalty. 24 yards total in penalties. 2nd and 10.
We can do it. So hustle those Cougars and let's get to it. So
Go. Oh,
Spin,
man.
turn. That's it.
let's get to it.
Brings it on up to the 20-yard line. Gain of about 3 on that play.
Both teams have got nice quarterbacks to build on in the future. Both kids are showing a lot of effort and a lot of athletic ability.
Masterdini is 180 pounds, 6'1". He's going to grow some more. He's only a sophomore, so yes, and he has, he started the very first game this season as a sophomore, so this experience will bode well for them next year.
That was illegal motion. There's a tight end we talked about.
Yep,
Tailback moved.
Brendan Harvey.
Trying to teach kids if you're not involved in the play and they move like that, just go in motion off to the side, and that's hard to teach.
Yeah, instinct is almost faster than the brain. But it's they're old enough to be responsible for that. So 4th and 8, they decline. The ball's on the 20. If they attempt a field goal, it'll be a 37-yard field goal, but they're not.
Well, you could leave.
That would still leave. They need to put points on the board here, but they need touchdowns. High formation.
Please don't.
Costantino and Chung in the backfield.
Please don't. Please don't.
You see the deep linebacker drop
Yep.
by Conant. Well, I don't think Elk Grove is getting that. That's the thing. It's
No,
the
and now-
linebackers were back about 12, 13 yards and actually tipped that ball.
That play, that same pattern would work. They've done it about 3 times, and the linebacker drops back. If they would next time send that guy out, post him, head back to the outside, there's nobody on him. All right. They take over on downs. They being the Cougars from Conant High School. Anton Moore is deep. Is the lone running back. Pendergast in motion. Looks like a fumble. And it also looks like Vic has recovered his own fumble.
This ball was thrown on by Russ. Nick now. No gain.
No gain on that play, so it will be 2nd and 10. 3 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in this third period. Two wideouts. Ball is given to Moore,
Nice
and
tackle.
he's dropped in the backfield.
Andy Constantino brought him down. Nice hit. Wrapped him up nice.
Clock continues to run. Score 14-3 in favor of the Cougars. Long count. There goes Moore, and he couldn't turn to the outside.
Mike Rendita. I'm surprised they didn't try to take advantage of underneath on that, but I guess they're afraid of the wind. Well, we're going to get the ball back with good field position,
They
barring
sure
any
will.
problems on this.
Now they're sending Phil Chung back. And he's only, it is about now he's going up to about the 42-yard line. He's punting into the wind. If he gets it high, it's going to hang on him.
What's he doing? He's punting. I don't think he realizes that. They are punting. I wonder why he came up like that. He's not anybody here now.
I don't understand.
I thought that because well, you know what they did? The Cougars put a split receiver on there, and I guess he thought they're going for it.
Well, he gets himself out of a hole. The ball is on about the 47-yard line of the Cougars, where they'll take over.
They really caused some confusion out there by Elk Grove when they put a wide out on the side of the punt team. Deep back came up, and there was nobody back that could receive the punt.
He was the flyer, wasn't he? I mean, that's what I.
The deep man was a little confused, I think. But the wind helped us. It could have been worse, right?
It sure could have been. He punted into a strong wind. Here comes the blitz again. Turney's running for his life, and he's still on his feet. He spins, turns, and brings it forward from his own 47-yard line onto about the 47-yard line of the Cougars. So there's a gain of about 6 yards.
We've got about 1:20 with the wind. I think we better take advantage of that, because I'm sure the Cougars will in the fourth quarter.
Oh, yes.
And it is really picking up. It must be. The flag is really blown hard.
Well, it's interesting. Both Chung and Moore have been the workhorses here tonight. Chung has just reached the 64-yard plateau unofficially.
Option.
And that's
First down.
Mastrodini.
37-yard line of the Cougars. That's about 10-yard gain. Mastrodini was tackled by Matt Casada.
10-yard gain on that brings Mastrodini up to a net of 14 yards. Clock's continuing to run, and they have 38 seconds remaining with the wind in the third period. Once more in I formation, two wideouts.
Counter.
Chung is fast, and it looks like he's got another first down, which will stop the clock while they move the chains. And that's the fifth first down in the second half, which Chung at 74 yards.
I want to call a lineman's name, like I said, Jim. The right guard, Sam Sciani, did a nice job pulling on that.
Good, they need more credit. Here comes the blitz. This time he's picked up, but picked up late.
There goes the win. Now we'll see
End
what happens.
of the third period. The score remains 14-3 in favor of the Cougars. The Grenadiers really miss Sanidad, who was a 4-year varsity player and separated his shoulder in last week's game. He's out for the season. He was a wide receiver, free safety, and his number was called often.
I'll tell you this, not having seen him play, they haven't missed him at safety. Mastrodini has done a terrific job filling in, but on offense, they certainly could use him. The young sophomore's done a nice job playing both ways tonight, and
Yes,
he's
he
going to be
has.
tired tomorrow, Jim. He'll be in the bathtub in the morning.
Oh, I can't
A hot tub.
tell you how many hours I spent in the whirlpool. Okay, the Grenadiers are going to be playing into the wind. And we got lots of time left. Let's see what they do with it. We have 3rd and 7. Ball is on the 23-yard line.
Second down and 7 for the
We're going to pick up that blitz now if it comes on this down.
23-yard line of the Cougars.
Once again, an I formation. Once again, 2 wideouts. Mastrodini is under the center.
Here it comes. Nope. I'm not the greatest coach in the world, but you know that wasn't going to come again, Jim.
Oh,
Every
I
time
sure
they get
do.
an opportunity on 2nd and long, they send the same blitz.
And
My goodness.
It's not subtle. I mean, you
No.
see it coming.
After a while, maybe you ought to think it's going to be coming.
Now, I don't know if they allow audibles or if he's only a sophomore, what kind of.
Well, that changes your blocking scheme up front when that does come. But you got to, after the first, second, 3, 4 times, you got to expect it.
Well, I used to.
Now they're going to play back. They don't usually come with it on this down, and they get the underneath coverage, see?
Sure. And they know they're in a potential passing down.
Oh, see,
here.
I'm wrong. Here they come with it. He goes the other side with it.
But when I would see that blitz there, depending on, of course, when I played, they didn't have the kind of defenses. They mostly it was a 6-2 or a 5-3, and if I saw wherever they were blitzing from, I'd nudge the center with my hand and go without a count, and I just.
When you played, they had no helmets on. They could hear you. So you can't hear it so good now. But you're right. You have to notice that, and the quarterback has
sure.
to notice that too. He can delay that snap count or go on a quick count.
That Constantino looked like.
That was 4th down, right? Wasn't that 4th down?
Yes, and he's short, but
Oh.
they were in 4-down territory. Although they.
Well, again, 2nd and 8 was when they came with the blitz and 2 was for their loss, like they done before. Elk Grove for a loss, excuse me. And that's hurt us tonight.
Sure has.
One down. Conant takes possession.
Well, the Cougars will take over on the 18-yard line of the Grenadiers. And if we can turn them around here, we'll have good field position. They go 3 and out.
Let's see if they intend to use that win or not.
Constantine is coming to the bottom of your screen.
That was good, you guys.
They're giving them single coverage.
That was good.
Moore is the ball carrier, and he is met at the line and brought down after a gain of maybe a yard or 2.
Now, does Conant play next week no matter what? They win the division?
They have won their
So
their
they're in the
conference,
playoffs next
so
Saturday.
they'll know tomorrow, Saturday evening, who their opponent is. And Channel 6 will do the game if it's at Conant, and we'll also do it if it's at their opponent allows us to come in there, if they don't have another local TV company doing it. Chung is backing off of him a little bit.
You know, that state playoff thing, they changed the rule. It used to have to play 2 games in 1 week, and that was tough.
Wednesday and Saturday, you
That was
better
tough
believe it
for
was
you know,
tough.
parents and children, kids alike, so they've changed it.
Mike Rangina made the tackle on play against 4. 3rd down. Cougars need 4 yards for a first down.
They seem to be content to run the football. They got the
Sure.
lead, and they want to eat
They
up some
wanna-
of the clock.
Eat up the clock. They have 3rd and 4.
They've got a spread formation here.
And Chung is playing right out. Now he backs off a little bit.
They ran that slant last time.
Moore is in the backfield. There he goes, Moore, and he bursts out of there.
I think he hurt.
He's favoring his shoulder as he walks back. And he did drop the ball on that play. Oh, he's limping.
Can't afford to lose him. We're going to measure.
Oh, Moore is 150 pounds, 5
I think
foot
it's his
7.
hamstring, or it looks like he's limping. He might have pulled his hamstring.
Well, that's for a back. That's
very bad.
yeah, very, very bad. You can't stop, start, cut. Too much of anything, and it's very painful.
Short. I'm sure they'll punt. I'm not sure. I would think
Yep,
they would.
there it is, a nice camera. They're look to be about good camera work, guys. They're maybe a couple of inches shy.
Because they usually try to pull the defense offside, but they might just go for it.
Here's where I would go with a silent count if I were a quarterback.
They're going to punt.
And Chung
There's
still
some
doesn't
confusion.
believe it.
Yeah, there's some confusion.
He's not back deep enough.
They're going to
Punting
try
with the wind.
trying to pull us offside. See, good job. That's good.
Yes,
There you go.
yes, it's
There you
little
go.
on his head. Oh, what a nice move.
You know
what
what?
a nice move.
Jim, you put out those wide outs like that, you try to get fancy, you lose your blockers. When you're that far down, you don't want to be doing that. You want to have a tight punt down there.
And Cirillo grabbed him, turned him upside down, and
put
just
him on
kind of
his head.
lowered him on his helmet. He put some grass stains on his hat that time.
I think Conant tried to get a little too fancy on that.
So the Grenadiers take over inside the red zone. They're at about their own 12-yard line. I shouldn't say they're on. They're at the Cougar 12-yard line. That's a break. First and 10 from the 12. Here he comes. And didn't have a chance.
Nope.
Didn't have a chance.
They haven't used your tight end much tonight. You know, in that kind of situation, if you can seal that off, there's nobody to stop that tight end over the middle.
That's right.
Be nice to.
Or, you know,
them
just
use
start
him.
throwing quick slants when they vacate that linebacker.
Right.
Or tight end, yeah. Either way, that was a loss on that play of 2 yards by Chung. And one man there.
Tackled by Tim Curtis.
And another 2 yards, which is 78 yards.
Couple yards. It's 3rd down and 10 at the 12.
74 yards for Chung. They're on the hash mark. They have 3rd and 10. Here he comes, here he comes, here he comes. They're going to pass. And he's still on his feet, heading to the outside, and get that ball, tuck that ball in.
George Mastrodini carried on the play.
That's a good way to get away from all that. The blitzing is to get out
Yes,
there.
it does. Keeps him honest.
Pick up 7 yards.
You know, at the beginning of the game, they ran that flood.
It's a gain.
Timeout, Elk Grove.
Called by Elk Grove.
That's the first time out of the evening, as a matter of fact, for the home
4th
team
and 4.
Grenadiers. There was a gain of 8 yards on that play by Mastrodini.
That field goal doesn't do you much good.
No,
you have to
you
go in
go
here.
for the touchdown.
And if you don't make it, you still got them backed up, hopefully down where you can get the ball back in good position.
The ball is on the 5-yard line, and they have they need 3 for a first down, which would give them first and goal from the 2. And that's what Coach Bazzali is talking about here. What do we do? And hopefully the people in the booth next to us are calling down to him, telling them what they see in the defensive side
they're
of it.
smart. They're not listening to us. That's for sure. They're going to call something other than what we were talking about. But you know, it's easy to score from 15 yards out than it is from 4 yards
Yes, it
sometimes.
is. All the angles are
everybody's
taken
bunched
away.
in there, and
Sure.
you certainly have a hard time running
And
inside.
Your back stiffens a little more inside the 5. All right, here we go. 7:14 on the clock in the third period. High formation, 2 wide outs, and then this one is Greco is way wide. He's just pulling somebody out of the play. Unless it's a quick slant in.
Power.
Power eye. Here, Chung is the ball carrier.
He sure gave it a heck of an effort, but I think he's short.
I believe he is also.
It's tough to run inside down there.
See where they mark it. It looks like what might be a favorable mark. Up.
Now, as I said before, if you don't make it, you got to keep them down here. That's the secret of this. You can't afford to let them out of here.
All right, they'll take over, and they're going to have to huddle in the end zone. It'll be first and 10 for the Grenadiers, for the Cougars, and the ball is officially on the 4-yard line. I wouldn't be surprised we see a blitz on this play from the Grenadiers. Now they have Moore is not in, incidentally. That's
No,
the
he's
first
hurt.
time he's been out. Here's Bill Fiorito is at tailback. Pendergast is the up man in the eye.
He might have hurt himself on that, like you said.
Yeah,
he
he
might
was
have pulled a hamstring. I don't think it was his knee. It looked like it was his hamstring.
I agree. He was favoring it running off the field, and he was kind of skipping to avoid putting weight on the leg that
That's
is
going to hurt
injured.
them if he can't play next week. That's really going to hurt them a lot. Double tight end.
7:07 remaining. Here comes the blitz.
Hey, so
Fiorito,
safety.
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 It is. Well, we called that one. It was a blitz.
Elk Grove will get the ball back now, most likely from a punt.
And there's one happy defensive coach, Moore, down on the sideline.
They really folded that in, didn't they, Jim? They really squeezed that down and shut
Yeah.
that off completely.
Yeah, that's nice defensive work.
Looks like the first one there might have been Brandon Harvey, so it's 2 points for the
Now they have an option here. They could have a free kick if they want with the win.
It's a punt, or it's usually a punt. They'll punt to Elk Grove usually.
Yeah, it's their choice.
They can punt it or they can kick it off, but most teams will punt it. With this win they've got, if they got a
Sure,
good
they
punt.
get it up. It's gonna go with
But
them.
Elk Grove will still have the ball back in great field position to do something else now if we can stop the blitz. If we can
That's
stop
it.
that blitz, we're going to do something here.
So that's one play, and they give the Grenadiers 2 points, and the Grenadiers will be right back on offense. And the score now is 14-5 in favor of the Cougars. Cirillo and Chung are
He's going to kick it off. He's not going to punt it.
up people. They're kicking from the hash mark on this side. Berge is kicking. Looks like Jarvis Dunmore is back deep. The ball is up. It goes to Dunmore. He's behind the wedge. He's heading to the outside. He's cut back. Nice. And now he's no.
Going the wrong way.
Going the wrong way.
Can't throw the ball like that either. He's lucky he didn't get a penalty. He had the right idea, and I think he.
He is fast, and he was hoping he could run around him, but it just wasn't there for him. So they'll take over on coming out of the huddle here. The ball is on about the 36-yard line.
Unlovable,
First and 10.
trustworthy, cheerful, loyal.
Again, a high
great,
formation.
free and reverent. All that neat stuff. Oh, yeah.
Back to pass. He looks. He throws. And it's low and incomplete. The intended receiver
I'm the best kind of
looked to be Greco.
Number 9.
I'm the kind of
Two men
He's
out.
had
2 men out on that.
3 throws from this evening. All of them have been incomplete. Not to imply that he dropped him. That one was not catchable.
I like to see him under movement more than dropping straight back. I think he does better when he's rolling out. I might, it looks that way to me. I don't know him that well.
I think so too. He looked at Greco all the way that time. Stops the clock with 6:49. Now he's running to the outside. He cuts back inside, and he is hit and driven back, but he'll get his forward motion up to the 40-yard line. So he's got a gain of about, I'll call it 4 yards.
The ball in the left hash now. He's got plenty of room to do the same thing back. I think he hurt his neck, though. He's coming up holding his neck. He's hurt.
Bell rung.
Yeah, I think he's going to be all right.
Yeah, he sees little white dots.
Tough
in front
kid,
of his
tough
eyes.
kid. Yeah, he's hurt a little bit. I think you might expect the same thing back to the right, I would think, with all that room.
Well, number 9, Greco, has played some quarterback this season.
Again, I don't know how the tight end situation is here, but they have not gone to him but once tonight.
Brandon Harvey is the tight end, and he's 215 pounds, 6'3".
Yeah, they're
There
getting
he
out to
goes.
the right. Oh, me.
See, 2 men come back and 1 blocker.
Well,
Was he down?
it's fumbled and recovered by Conant.
That's a very, very turnover. And he went back. He had 1 blocker back. 2 men came in, and they picked up one of the defensive men and not the other, and he just was hit. Didn't have any chance.
I'm glad to see them taking him out on defense now. He needs to get a little ice bag on him and
Yeah.
get a breather.
So they at least can remember the license number of that truck that hit him. Now the Cougars are going to go for the juggler here. They're going to make every attempt to put points on the board immediately. Pendergast in motion. He picks up the block he wants, and that's Anton Moore in there. He didn't look like his hamstring bothered him that time.
He's back.
So let's see what he gained. 7 more yards for Moore. And unofficially, I have him at 109 yards for the evening on 15 carries.
The clock is really against Elk Grove now. Only 5:24 left. They need 2 scores to win this game.
That's right. Any way you look at it, they need 2 scores. 2nd and 3. Pendergast steps back in motion. He's going to become the blocker on this play.
Fumble.
Let's see. Oh, it's laying there. It's squirted out, and they do recover their own fumble. They're fighting each other, not knowing whose arms are wrapped around the ball. Clock keeps running down to 4:53.
The 21-yard line.
How many of these players are coming back next year? This first group for Elk Grove. Are there a lot of juniors playing? Because they've got a nice thing to build on here, I think. They really do.
Well, the focal point is going to be their quarterback, I think, and he's going to do well. They have a small squad. They must have 12, 15 short of the Conant squad in size. And there's Pendergast. He's just a big kid pulling the whole pile with him. And that's the coach's son. And has his first down.
First down, Conant.
Now that's pouring salt in the wound.
First and goal for Conant at the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of about 9 yards on that play. Gets him 23 yards for the evening. First and goal from the 8. Mick gives the ball to Moore, and Moore doesn't get any place with it.
Nice tackle.
That's only the 2nd time this evening he hasn't had it. The 3rd time.
10-yard line was 2nd and goal.
So he lost 2 yards, brings him down to 107. Sean Constantine is going off the field for the Cougars. Number 75 leads the team out of the huddle. Bill Rafferty, the center. Pendergast in motion, comes back. He's going to pick up the block.
Counter inside.
Counter. Here comes Noor to the outside. He is quick.
Nice job. You know, I think there's a holding inside.
Looks like there is definitely a flag down.
Got a holding on the Cougars.
Boy, he explodes out of that backfield. His first step is as fast as any high school kid I think I've seen. Usually they're slow on their first step. Holding against the Cougars, so that's a break for the Grenadiers.
I'm looking on the sidelines. I don't think Mastardini is going to go back in after this series. Looks like they're warming up another quarterback, number 9.
Number 9, Greco.
Greco, so maybe he did hurt his neck or something.
Now he played a couple of weeks ago when Elk Grove was ahead 36 to
And he's a junior.
3, and yeah, he's a junior. He got in there and did well. You can't, when you get your bell rung, it's best to take on some oxygen and get a breather. Pendergast in motion again here. He's coming back to set and pick up the lead block, which he does. Moore goes out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. Looks to be about a 7-yard gain. 6-yard officially. That puts him at 113 yards, unofficially. It's 3rd and goal from the 16. Why is the clock stopped?
Out of bounds.
Oh, it did go out of bounds. Okay. There's a new man in the field. Number 25 is
Trap inside. Yeah, Elk Grove now is a little tired, a little discouraged, and
Sure.
when that happens, sometimes you stand up a little higher than you should, but nothing taken away from the job they did tonight against this Conant team. They did a nice job, and it's not over. Don't get me wrong, but they've. I think right now they're at that point where just about.
yeah, that's
letting up a little bit.
They can see the clock as well.
Yeah.
It's 2:13. They're down by 9 points.
22 splits out anymore. He'll be over there in the hot dog stand over there.
I'll give to Moore. He's still on his feet, and he bangs into his own lineman, and is
Going
down
back,
at about the 5.
Elk Grove's going backwards a little bit now, but that usually happens.
Here comes a whole new team in there. And you have to hand it to Coach Pendergast. He could drive this in, and he is replacing the entire offense.
It's Elk Grove's ball.
Oh!
Jim, we're going to have to replace you next year.
Boy, that's right.
I think you've done a great job all these years, but
How do you like them apples?
well, we got a new quarterback for Elk Grove also.
Greco, number 9.
Let me put this in the car.
He did replace the entire defense.
That I knew there had to be something positive would come out of this.
Oh my goodness.
Almost into the arms of also a number 9, I think.
Harold Goldsmith. And he had a touchdown there. I think he was looking inside the end zone.
Yes.
There's a big cake down there, Jim. I'm going to go down and get a piece of that cake.
Oh, look at that. Yes, and there's a few pieces left.
Brian, you want some cake?
Let's go, friends! G-O, let's go! G-O, let's go, friends! G-O, let's go! G-O, let's go, friends!
I think Conant made one mistake tonight. When they get in the playoffs, they're going to have to throw the football a little bit. They didn't really throw the ball too much tonight.
I'm surprised because the last week
it's
we
important.
did the game, they threw to 9 different people, and they came out throwing and never stopped throwing.
And they didn't throw much at all tonight. And in the playoffs, they're going to find some people are going to shut the run down. They're going to have to throw the football. But
Although they've challenged with Moore all season long and against every opponent. He's had
he's terrific.
great years. Just the week after he was named Offensive Player of the Week, they held him to 47 yards.
I think Pendergast really helps that out too with his when he plays at H-back and he blocks
Yeah.
for him. It does a nice job.
Oh yeah, they're a good combination. 1 minute and 12 seconds remaining.
Draw.
And no place to go. He had people in the backfield before he got the ball.
Elk Grove's got some new people in there too now.
Yeah, and those people I'm referring to happen to have white jerseys on. Very difficult. They're under 1 minute. Fourth and 8. And Elk Grove calls a timeout. Stops the clock with 43 seconds remaining in this ball game. That's their second timeout. They have actually one remaining, and Conant has all three.
Well, Jim, thanks for having me back again this year. I really appreciate it.
I enjoy working with you, and I'd like to thank our spotter, Brian Bergman, who's done a wonderful job for us.
Last year I got a coffee cup. I don't see anything on the table this year, so I don't know if I'm coming back next year now, if I'll come back. But I think Chandler, I want everybody to know the job you've done over the years. I hope they appreciate that too.
Oh, yeah,
I first moved to Elk Grove. I heard you on TV. I didn't know you were my neighbor.
Oh, that's right. You were still, that's the year you went downstate with won the state championship
With Hersey,
with
yeah.
Hersey,
Yeah,
yes.
that was quite an experience. And I'd like to see Elk Grove and Conant, all the teams in this area do well because it's such a good football area.
Oh, yes, it is a good
I've never
football
seen
area.
so much good football teams in this area.
Well, we have 43 seconds remaining in this ball game. Greco is the quarterback. Masterdini's taking a breather for the rest of the night. And Chung, play action, he throws, and it's up. They're fighting for it. I don't know if it's an interception or not.
Incomplete. Conant's not going to try to score now. They're going to take a knee, I'm sure.
Ryan Peterson was almost intercepted that ball.
Elk Grove came out with a nice game plan tonight. They had some things planned, and they used them, and some worked, some didn't. I think the thing that really killed them the most was when they couldn't pick up that blitz time after time.
And the straw that broke the camel's back, I believe, was that score with 4 seconds remaining before they went to the locker room.
They had the momentum, and they lost it, and they never really got it back. For a little bit they did, but then they didn't keep it.
McNutt takes a knee, stops the play, the whistle dead, the 25-second clock keeps running, as does the scoreboard clock, and that will be, they'll have one more play.
People might wonder why they're doing that, but it's a courtesy thing. You've got the game won. There's no reason rubbing in somebody's face, so you just go down and take a knee, and that's it.
You remember next year,
because some teams
some
guys won't do that to you. They'll call timeout and try to get it in. And then you see them again down the road, but this is a cleanly played game. I think it's
penalties are Elk Grove's 20 yards and 24 yards for the Cougars, and that's it for the end of the ball game. The final score is 14-5 in favor of the Cougars from Conant High School over the Grenadiers from Elk Grove High School. As we see there on our graphics, that's have done so well. I'd like to once again thank Bill Bergman and Brian Bergman for spotting for us. It's been a pleasure to bring you the game. And as I said earlier in the program, if Conant they are in the playoffs, they won't know until tomorrow, Saturday evening, who their opponent is. If they play at home, we will cover the game for them. If they play away, we may cover the game for them, depending on what suburb they go to and whether or not that suburb already has a local cable TV working in that area. But if not, we'll look forward to seeing you one more time on Channel 6. So stay tuned and watch our other programs. Thanks for watching. I'm Jim Heffern.
Bill Bergman.
And continue watching Channel 6.
Thanks.